California's minimum wage is in the midst of a multi-year series of increases. It now stands at $11 per hour.
Yeah, we wanted to know how that's affecting business, and it turns out there are a wide variety of viewpoints. John Carroll joins us in studio with what he found. John.
Hey, Jason, Netta, first of all, casual Friday, showing the colors on our last newscast, so that's why I look like this. But to the story, this is one of those things where it depends on who you ask. It's safe to say workers making minimum wage not only like the increase in pay, but here in San Diego, the mandated 5 sick days a year, they like that too. One corporate CEO has had a change of heart on all this. We also talked to a San Diego small business owner who has not. The conventional wisdom is that business owners and CEOs are against the hike in the minimum wage, and most undoubtedly are. But one corporate titan bucked that trend earlier this year. The CEO of Wetzel's Pretzels, Bill Phelps, was against California's move to increase the minimum wage, but then he says something very unexpected happened. After the first hike, Phelps said he was shocked, stunned by the increase in business. Then, when it went up again, he said this: "The increases in minimum wage have been good for my business, and the data would support what I've said."
We haven't seen an increase in business necessarily. Obviously an increase in cost.
Harry Schwartz is the co-owner of Ace Hardware in downtown San Diego. We spoke to him last June, right before the first minimum wage hike went through in the city. There's since been another one in January, bringing the minimum wage in San Diego to $11.50 an hour. For Schwartz, it's meant some changes.
How do we pay for that? I mean, it's either cut labor hours or raise prices. So we've had to do both in order to meet those additional expenses.
But Schwartz is no Scrooge. He says he has no problem paying his employees more. He just says that small businesses like his work on a margin that's thin enough that raising wages means something else has to give. But then City Councilman Todd Gloria, a big wage hike proponent, said last summer that it was important to look at the big picture, the improvement in standard of living for many San Diegans.
About 170,000 people's lives will be better. About 1 in 4 San Diego families' lives will be better. About 1 in 3 women will get a pay raise because of this measure.
But Harry Schwartz says there's another problem with the San Diego law. Other cities in the county have not followed suit, content to go with state-mandated pay raises. He says that puts San Diego businesses like his at a disadvantage.
In our case, we have customers who work downtown but live elsewhere in the county, and their hardware store that's in their neighborhood doesn't have to pay $11.50 minimum wage. So as a result, they didn't have to have price increases or cut labor hours.
The state minimum wage will top out at $15 an hour. That'll happen in 2022. The city of San Diego will get there a couple of years earlier in 2020. Jason, I'll see you guys later.
All right. Thank you, John.